ne re bolela gore bana ba le na leng bona mo di-family ba ba leng ba ECD level ba go gopola ne re bolela gore ba sa patela ba e ka nne le 30 one of the reasons why ke gore ha ba sa patela we want to see gore between bona le bana ba ba sa increase le bana ba ba sa tlo yang increase or bona ha ba tlo ya sekolong would them coming here have made a difference now in terms of bona, in terms of ngwana o something a ye sekolong tle be a le mo leveling ya ngwana o yang sekolong unlike anna go gae. That was one of the things that we want to see if bana bao being in an ECD center it can really benefit enough for bana bao. So if mara nina le bona ke bana list ya bana ba ba graduated. So before the end of contract, one of the things is something le check for bana bao ba ba graduated last year mo lona ba ba leng go sekolo ke dikolo tse di berekang le tsona ke then you need to check for how has the child been performing throughout the year, and if possible my mistress I take it they would know whether ngwana a kitse mo di form ba tla tsa gore ngwana na tsena crèche or ba sa tsena crèche
hona le makola a tlogang fa for crèche
aya go sekolo. So if ngwana sa tsena crèche then the teacher would know. So one of the things ke gore was this child school ready in terms of progress ya ngwana ha tla go sekolo, and I can information you can get easily from my mistress a bona go classing. So please highly report the final report under ECD. That's something you would have to capture. And then my mistress ECD, but so one more on the file because last time was not file. So every child's progress is captured. Filing, leveling effect in terms of stimulation and the visual what for aftercare. Mo number ECD, I don't know disability. Did the orphans again? Do you know who mobile number one in there? When I live on the bus and Bazadi or Baba Nandi Kadi. I was clear.
Because Wana Bazadi Bagana Timba, but Anna Varnava for something.
Yeah, but you see, that's a blank statement, eh? Because you might as well little number what you're saying was about fatting vulnerable often. Because everybody is at risk.
I can be offense.
Kira was not but I
lost numbers.
Offense, yes.
No.
Fine, but there's all sorts of vulnerabilities. Markira Babas Nang, the parents, Baba Nang, the Guardian, Balaba to some with the foster care, the child support grant, that category Yaban. Give a guy. The rest banana, you are never on the family.
Bonky, Banabadi, but the young mothers, Credori, Mama Heke offending them since I didn't Baba and the age.
When I live and I know but I never like Bab, never know programming. Honamo, yellow.
And then lessons
Under age king, under 18 or 21.
16, 14, 16. ba nkere le gore bo di-parents tsa bona ke di-orphan and then ba ka mona ba nna le di-foster.
And then ba di-parents tsa bona di leng under age ba ba kae? Ba patelela ke mang yana?
Ba patelelwa
Ke bona batsadi ba bona?
batsadi di-foster
Extended family.
child support grant.
ba patelela ka di-grant tsa bo mama bona kere he ngwana a boela sekolong le ha ntse le ngwana o ntse a continue ka ntho.
And then ba bo mama teng bo ba boela sekolong ba?
Bo mama bona ba boela sekolong.
ya lona le support se le so farang bana bo kimba tsa di wa bona ba nyane ba
Sana re ba biletsa auxiliary social worker e nngwe go tswa ko district ifa. And then nna ba visit.
okay
Because ke ga re lebeletse le gore di drop out. Ile ne re targetile di drop out go rona di drop out tse dintsi especially mo section e o one. So e re ga ganya le gore ai stele bana ba go bua.
and then bo papa ba bana ba ke ba kana ke bana ba sekolo le bona so which means on ya ka intervention ko dikolo
How do you run the life skills salon? Do you cover anything under the sexual orientation, sexual behavior, and then what is the idea that you get? What is the attitude around?
Tsaba tlhaloganya gore di teenager di ya gore tle ba bone ba lebeletse fela gore bone because ba mo staging seo is like lona le tlabe le bua because gore go ya ka bone ba re tlhola as if lona le fitile for yana le ba tswalele di tsela gore bone ba ske ba feta mo staging seo and bo mo tlabe re ha le bua yalo bo ba tsameng ga ba tse dilo serious.
It's either the message you're relaying is not getting to them, or they find the sessions boring, or basamika kanye. But normally, I'm imagining, if Otlorufa talk and you stand in front like Mistress and you give the same talk that Mistress would generally give me, then chances are are very slim because it's the same thing except it's the same thing except it's presented by a different person. But if you're presenting it in a different way, which you may be relaying the same message, then you might catch my interest. In a sense that the akitul na ko kimang onatile from kuliseli kimang never kalma all over coach
Sa utle na ko natle le wena fela.
a hotla musu
And then
a rotla romella motho
a romela motho
motho
ra ira meeting go around sunshine. No,
Since then
ikile a na go ne rena le ba imba ba ko wa America. Ubila a tla fa ana ke ra le gore re na le ba e re postpone meeting gore e re change the venue gore venue in the around sunshine because setse bone ba tlile fa e be ra go around sunshine go bana go around sunshine. Yeah, e be re plan since then a zanga.
because if or I can lead a school kana kwa di live kana ka di LO lessons if you take me out if or like a HIV or teenage pregnancy or whatever and then on kinsa ka motlaseng let's say or ne go stla go di tlhare or be ka di group lona group e bolelang ka eng around teenage pregnancy lona bolelang as banyana or whether wa mixer or but you do something different then I'm bound to be more participatory, more interested. But if kinto go class or kunnar how ntse mo o ba le ngwana o na le boyfriend di sa go ba le sena condom go tla ba pregnant or o tshwara ke HIV or o tshwara ke STD or AA STD ke eng then ba wa araba or aba wa arabe or ba bona because it's the same setting same topic but if you find a more creative way of doing it Oscar I've been saying this for 2 years ka hopola nako teng ne re bolela ka bana ka youth or youth ba le struggle go tla go youth e mo center because once ba thoma ba re go 13 14 ba thoma ba jola ba sokodisa ha ba sa tla ba ira e be ke trying hore during because ba rata win ne ba rata go ira dilo tsa mmino wa setso le dilo mama hore ha ba tlile for dilo tsa mmino wa setso before or after or in between if you have 5 or 30 minutes live on or okay fine guys read mmino wa setso ne but you try and incorporate what is the role of culture in a young person's life. Do you think it's important for oizo otakokai as re tlo bina mmino wa Tswana ke re ba Tswana bo botle as re tlo bina mmino wa Tswana do you think it's important to know your roots? Do you think it's important to know where you come from as a girl? How should you behave as a boy? How what? Then it doesn't seem as if ba rutiwa because I can intention ke hore ba tlo bina but in between there's some messages you passing or you relaying whenever you want to equip them whether it's culture whatever it is or HIV or teenage pregnancy whatever it is but you find a way to do it around to center it around activity
through drama so ka bona ba etsa di drama di bontsha gore no motho a etsa so le tsa abuse ba etsa o mong ke papa teng o abuse ngwana ba try to get solution
and in that way you can also see what do they think about if the topic is teenage pregnancy or sugar daddy for example I know it's the in thing or problem you say to them paying drama that talks about the state of young girls in terms of the sugar date. What do you think about the sugar date? You know some of them body. How can sugar date? Why fine, maybe if they feel or they relate to both relationships. But normally how can we so what to demand? Or but they won't go deep. But if for other drama, the sugar daddy in situation, what young girls do, what boys do, what do you think about the sugar daddy? Then you will get the hala. We're not so this is what they think. This is why they think it's important. If they think it's important, this is why they think it's wrong. If banana is wrong, these are the effects or the reasons why young girls or boys bajolali batwawahu. And then from there you can bring it back. So drama mang we so akira le ka bona hona le lerato mo le bone lerato nera in le na hano lerato le tsena wa bona so you ask them questions that when they were na over to pass a message ka tsona mar centered around lo tsene ba di. So yeah, but if it's going to be talks then it's not. Unfortunately, you would like very few. There'll be 1 or 2 but you would have lost the majority. And the point is we want to get the majority there rather than the few. You're due for year 3. And nearly due for year 3. It might be the last time. It might be the last funding. In fact, it's the last funding. Yes, strategy Saro. And one of the things in the 2 years, 2 years, we have funded you this. We need to formally. We have never documented anything from organization alone. So what I would want is between what is it elona le feelang hore you've done well or it has worked well more organization in the 2 years area that you would want us to document? Ne? Whether I was thinking around the environmental club. Though banaba thing it's a structured group again. It's a group of it's a certain number of children. So if we decide we want to document environmental club, we need to decide if we document the environment, what about the environmental club do you want to document? Do we want to document because when I was thinking about it, around the environmental club in a sense it allows Bana to participate, it allows Bana to develop program the way I hope that's what they do. Okay? That's what we said initially year one. To decide environmental club focus what would they want to do, what do they want to achieve. So I thought maybe that's one of the things we could document, which will show the initiatives lava supporter obviously mara most of the thinking and the ideas so that's the one thing I thought we could document. Otherwise the ECD, I'm not sure if we can do it if listen at the track record it's but if we could get the track record it's in terms of performance, social performance, academic performance, whatever aspects with the other aspects then we can look at. Then we can also document that part or that.
Sports, non-sports.
Less sports.
Yeah, see, because Bana training for PSLA,
or we can
most of Bana sports.
Okay.
Regularly youth it's already our coach
okay. Coach and then PSL then again.
Training and then have us Bona Baba
Okay.
Then they had training Baba Shapo Baba Hunalwa Mori Baba school Baba go
Oh, that's good. We can even, I think maybe we should go with that because we feel comfortable and you're happy. So the best thing is to go with something you're comfortable with and you're happy with. So we can start thinking about documenting because whatever it is serious documenting, it needs to I guess this is the relationship between Ronald and Lord. So whatever we document needs to show it needs to showcase program alone. Or as Pholo Modi, this is one of the things we do. Fine, we could look at it around, even it would be simple from outside, from the sports thing. And we can find a connection how you use sport as a tool for development, like to change Banaba's lives. And in general, Banaba Babbling thing. Bailong or fine about PSL. But whatever impact or influence or benefit Banaba by Grant just for being part of Team EU and to be mentored and to be trained, we can take it from many angles. We can take it from the angle for development, socially. What has the role of sport played in terms of Bona as young people feeling good, being able to get out of the situations whatever situation is. And then we can also then elevate it to the professional side, or you've used it to further talent. So I think it'll work. I think it sounds good. Dina le contact le bana ba.
ya le gore ba boletse gore o tlo tla ene o tla go bua le bona
Ba fe ba be di ba.
le ba bohle ba teng ba tlo be
Ba sports ba.
ya ba tla ba teng
ba tlo tla mo ba tlo ba le go grounding
Ke bona ba ba tlo tshamekang le bo Arise and Shine le bo mama.
so bona ba na le di unders body under 18 with the under man so ba batla gore ba itse gore e ba tlo dlala le re ke di under man
Oh, I want to make a fella.
ba ba tlo tsama fela le di mix
That's good. And then no, can I since both training did you change anything? Did you reinstate new members or did you talk to the members? Were you able to use the training at all?
Yes, salam ka training nna gore ra kopana gape le sala le nna ne go tswa thona le training ne go tswa go le training ga edela mo magaeng ja rena lo artist
Salam alaikum. So Bayran
ga re bona go mara se ga mosna
ya so fela ke rozo training
I get up la mato. Get up for training mato.
management and board training.
Yes. You know anything?
Ke re nna sala ja ya training then e be re tla re kopana gape re tsole se re thutile sone mo training ye no dipota tsa rona ba nna active like ga le bua so ba nna active some and then mo community ke re dipota tsa rona the board members are ba active like how ba biditse gore batho ke biditse this like after workshop ke ne ke feel gore ba active chairperson no active a bitse meeting after meeting ga se ta bua meeting mo mongwe wa tsene ka ya workshopong ka ba bitsa nna gore batho ne re lefa and then re rile 1 2 3 le nna ke tla ka se a re di kopanyeng then re di tlo ditse ha o tla se bizang ba ke tsentse ba go kopana gape
go itse
go le age ya go le di plans go planning gore next year go tlo dira
So you're saying structure has changed.
this is change.
Level of commitment has changed.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Somebody can be committed at the go. Participation.
Yeah.
I have changed.
Mara bona na feel like chairperson o actively pressure le gore 3A re bitsang gore ke yone e thopanye like treasurer chairperson le secretary shambone le go founa ba phela ntse ba phone ene bone ka bo bone ba khone go communicate telephonically kra chairperson e phone a o sinne ke founetse mamthela le so o skunu go spetlela go diragalang gore ke ba re bone ba le nosi fela ba khone go communicate le ha ba sa tle nna ke nagana gore ba active because a gre ba tshwara ha bana le mawa ka bona mara sa ga ba kopane go ne ba buile ba khone ba phone le mo organization ba ra o se ne re kopane re naganne gore re etse 1 2 3
And then other members? Still the same. Contribution of Onaki, do you think they're contributing meaningfully other members to the organization? Babang, I can chairperson, the executive, we've established for whenever participate. Babang Babona. Buffalo hits a pillar. So, don't you feel or maybe you need to look at reinstating, replacing those who are really not benefiting you at all?
Yeah, it's in the secretary as Nahan, or maybe before who you are towards the Christmas Day. Centering the AGM, who name of us, home or because not a heart on now, and say, I'll push you. I can't do what I want to. I can make that if I look at what I'm doing, I should really each chat they can spend the end of something in so I expect that the performances are now, but I'm going to I decided, okay, I have a chance. And then but I went to AGM, and I said, if but when you go to be home, and now we are committed, Kamaka Arona go, I guess, whole, so that Valibang was going to
because it doesn't help to say there's no point in saying kinale board member mara ampereke. It's the same thing with kinale kuloi mara inzi molesa bere. It is good as not being there.
Both are on a high work of either. When you baba eat TV.
So then it means Baba Mbao, then you need to let go and then reinstate other people. And also in the process of reinstating, you need to be strategic in terms of you can't just have but because you know CV or keyboard member but you should find somebody now Lena you feel to contribute more organization, whether it's in terms of skill or knowledge or resources. But it's our fella motu fella atlo compliance and we need to have 6 board members or more. Therefore we just want 6 people. Because funding, you really need somebody to get funding. At least somebody from fine, you need support in.
Truly speaking, chairperson
and it can't be an affair again. Only that team lay. I guess if we fundraiser, somebody who oversees the committee, somebody who manages now. So everybody needs to have a role. If all democracy for marketing, if only into marketing, then you know anything that has to do with marketing, you've got somebody. If it's anything that needs fundraising, then Bonawa marketing needs fundraising. If anything, head finance your finances declared for a good 5 months. If there is somebody on your board who's got financial knowledge, the board then you know who for a resource person. So that's the direction now. Or if la change, you get other. In fact, highly change because you need to get other people. Highly change, then you think about the skills. It's really feeling what you really need. As an organization to grow. So learn please go update. Bana ba sentse ba sorry, I'm going back to environmental. Bana ba contributed 5 rand. 5 rand joining fee and 1 rand per week. Bana ba tla ka di rand every week.
Bana ba sa ditse.
Ba rang no.
Ana neng ba tla fela ba sala mabotlolo. Ke ra gona nnetse bana le re ba iretseng tate se ba nda iretse garden. So re na le challenge ya metsi ba la ka le bona go le ya.
Ke bona.
Motšhini ya rona o senyegile ga re sa pompa metsi le tsa rona di a swa.
O senyehile.
O go ga metsi.
Ka ro re ka mo. Ka ro lokisa.
Ba o shekile.
Ka ntse gantsi ntse tlhele rata.
Ba re
a re ba ntse gantsi ra go batla go motho.
Ba tla go motho.
pela lokisa.
Ro ba ka ntse mo jogara.
And ke bokae ga lo lokisa. Roughly ne patela bokae.
Ke re batla ene o mo ke tereta.
Ene go na le diphatsi tse le di rekang se gore go tswa 1009.
And I re ka motšhina o mo ke bokae. So nkile re ke le motšhini. I le mo bathateng.
Re ba tla motšhini o montle. O ba ntse hararo.
So claro le spendile tšhelete nkile re ke le motšhini o mo mpia fela. I know re ka ntle o mo. So ba ira mabotlolo.
Ba sekela ka mabotlolo le ntse ba na le pisinyana ya garden.
Mabotlolo la isa ke la tsamaisa.
Go nna te.
O ba isa la isa. O ba tla ba tse.
Ha sa le mantsi.
Ba tla ba collect. Tšhelete ya bona ba irang ka o tšhelete eo.
Tšhelete ya bona like ha so go sena go sena nyana. Go na le mo di biscuitinyana. Re juicenyana.
Ke bokae? O ba sa ke bona. Ere. Bana le tsona t-shirt. Ke bona e bolela ka t-shirt. Le ba reke. Do you have record ya the contribution ya tšhelete tsa mabolelo tse? Gore e ntse bokae? Go na le molengwana? Miss Finance?
Ya go mana.
Ateletsa tšhelete ya bana le reka dijo.
Go fundraising.
E go beng?
Fundraising.
E reng tšhelete mo?
Maybe ba e fan, maybe next year na ba.
Le tsa tšhelete ya bana le reka dibiskite ya le check gore bana ba tlisetse bokae. Go ba le check le. Ke mo lo check beng. Le to gopola gona gore
Gore na go ile go itse bokae, ga itse bokae.
ba le dina tsa record eo somewhere.
Teng ya gore a bona dilodi. Tse gore lo tsena
le bokae.
And then ba le file bokae. Ke go pa
Ba le fa le sleep sa teng.
ke go pa di that Samaria those we've done recycling what and then mistress wa environment wetsa ke ma mistress wa banka yana mo
Nempuba.
wetsa
Sa go skola.
wetsa
Le ene wa tla wa thusa o ruta ka bone mo go recycla botlhokwa ba gore go nne le recycling ke eng like go recycla ga ra lebella fela maybe like go ira letseno re lebeletse gore like maybe like ga motho a tla ba thuletse mabotlolo mo sekontiring mo or mo ditseleng like ditsela tsa rona tsa mo gae ga pula ena e ka kgona go kgwesetsa koloi e ka cause accident ngwana because ba rata go tshamekela mo metsing ga pula ena e ka go botlolo le ka sega ngwana a gola so ke dilo tse e leng gore ke ra re di lebeletse le last ne re tswile go re ile lebelela tlhago kwa ba ruta ka
And then the newspaper.
The newspaper na ba ruta go tsa bo dikotlele ka tsone di-newspaper tse di tlabeng di ba di recycle.
O tla ha kae?
Nata once a week.
Ha sa ka.
Bana na ke re ba busy ba etsa di-exam.
ene sala a ya dikhoso mare la ela ro ya dikhoso
So na ba ruta ho ira
Dikotlele tsa
dilo
teng.
ka newspaper.
la e kolobetsa e nna matsatsi ko from there o kgone gore e dubege o dira se o batlang go
Like ka na bitsang
ya ka ke letsoko
ke ntse paper mesh.
Yeah, people.
So then tšhelete e spending already
sorry
environmental club ne di spending
ee
di rileng ka
tsona le fone re tswile le bone ba hayaretse taxi ba hayarela dijo and then e rekile le dikere
wona dikipa di rekile ka tšhelete ya bona
ene ya environment oh no re ra re ka ya recycling
Ke lo e re ile mo ke ya sports.
ke re ya sports
so poultry project e putlame be
Aya poultry unless ga le go ya pele go tla ke mo re wa ya mara ene e ntse le teng
e tsene teng e se se tšhelete ya yona e fedile ne ba nefile 8,000 eo ka for ko first tranching. Okay. So ke yona tšhelete eo still e netse e tla le berekisa gona yanong ke tsona dira e feng kae poultry dirang ya dikgogo tsa go
tsa o je di broil
le yone ke kopa o nngwe 150 e ke henele thoma di-chickens ke henele thoma the first time le reki so ke henele berekisa 8,000 thomile ka 1 ka dikgogo tse 150 ya reka le dijo
and then jalo ka re nnile once a ke
dirang
ne ke re e nnile once ra reka dikgogo ka re reka le dijo once fela
and then do you know how much profit you've made to date? I get more I can get 6 months ne? Yeah, 3.4 3,460 profit.
yeah for 6 months
Okay, for 6 months. So meaning after 8,000 this was extra.
it was extra
I get it. Can I calculate the profit? I get the 8,000.
Less expenditure.
Yes. The lady regular dijo, la reka di coco, la reka whatever. Yeah, 7,000 what. I get
go le go re pele di tlhareng
kere la reka ditlhare, la reka metlhole otlhe eo. Hele fetsa total expenditure from 8,000 and le file ya ba 3,550. So I mean 7,350. Ne? Le motse ya lo mo report. And then la rekisa di coco tsa lona ka 55 rand. And then la kra 3.6 le reke profit. So profit e ke after le rek.
So which total way you think?
Ke minus
Almost
1.
11,000 minus 7,000 you have a profit at 3,000.
That's what I'm trying to establish. It doesn't look like it.
It's not the one bereka ka di go ga le se di go so it's already ke profit ya all in all.
Okay, motho ba tla ka.
Ona no kere ke one of wa kere le nne.
Ke mangwe tsa di finance.
Ke
So ba re he ba re motho ko wena ba re
ai ga ise ba report ko nna. Hala report.
Hana le ngwala report ke manna ngwana di 7,000
di 7,000 tsena ke tse gore di leng dikgogo le
ke ya wena mo
ke
exactly ha ba bua ko wena ba seno ba reka dikgogo tseo a ke batho ba reka dikgogo 55 rand ba reka ba re ebe wena o dirile profit ya 3,460
which means 7,000 e wese kwe e go sala profit
ke ra hone ke ke botsisa gore go buile 7,000 in fact tšhelete o tle buileng ke 11,000 ebe le re rena minus 7,000 e re thomileng ka yona re kry-ile 3,000 or after le reka dikgogo tsa nna 7,000 batho ba tla ba reka le kry-ile 3,000 that means you're running at a loss akere so ke scenario A or ke scenario B
nna ke nana re ke B
so ke loss
ke nana re ke loss ka re di go dijo tsa teng di expensive ke tsika gore nna gona ya nong ke nna ke keep and record tsa teng ke le dijo tsa teng di expensive ka gore ke ra reka di gori le ka molo ke ra reka dijo ga itere sentse di go istiriki
okay but tse di bereka betere than
tsamaya ke tsona
tsela
tsamaya di shapogele gore
mara ke le tsamaya di berekile tswa ile bereka tsana
o tse ka tsamaya ne re buliwa ke gore ne re sa reka dijo tse le gore di enough no ke re ke start
mara nna ke gopola le re go nna le re tsamaye di a tura di ba tlo tlhabiwa di nyaka ditlhare di nyaka dijo tse bang dijo teng di a tura in maintenance
dikgogo tsa rona ka re di rekisa less time ga re lebelele gore dijo re tla be re di rekile bokae then ga re rekile dijo bokana le kgwele bokana ro dina how much less
a la calculator tsone ke na le calculator tsone
a ke rano re tla be re lebetse gore community ba tla ba sa direke ba re di a tura
if le re di dinameletse so 55 rand ke standard
ene e nyane
so is it better le khudisetse dikgogo or le reke dikgogo ko kae ko bus mama le di rekise
ko bus mama di betere ka gore maybe na go nkra di setse ka a week gore
di
rekisiwe ga di starta ka dijo tsa ntlha le tele tsa bobedi le tele tsa bofelo
and nna ne di reka ditswana ne di reka le tsenyana o
la tlhana reka ditswane be re bona re a lusa gona no reka tse setseng maybe di setse ka 2 weeks gore e be re di rekisa
ene kgogo ha o re e cheapile ha e tura ke o ka gape ba rekisang dikgogo ko shoprite e teng kgogo
no tsa 80 rand go sotho
kgogo ya go phela 80 rand
la usone ke bona tsoga a re kgogo ye phela bona kgogo ba e rekisa 90 rand rona o disa rekisa 55 dijo di a tura kgogo ke 90 rand
ke go kae ko tropong
a re bona ba di rekisa 90
ke ba ba mo khone mane ko tropong ka di kg so
ne dijo tse ba tsone di a re di ke fela gore batho ba sena go itse gore ra rekisa marena ke bona dijo
o ka re rekisa fela for gore ra rekisa
vele because a really profit
ke loss e feta more than half ya tšhelete ya spend
ka nnete
half ya tšhelete
motho ga motho a ga fa ya ko toropong o batla dijo go tshela petrol la boka go tseiwa mo yone ya digo le ga yo stoka go tseiwa mo yone
e be le tla le rekisa le reka dijo gape mo teng
ga di lwela le reka ditlhare dijo tse di cleanang hoko tshwantse di phele di le teng ga le tsamaya dilo tsa so dasta ko ke tšhelete tshwanetse le tshela petrol.
So it might not be if relates all those things. It might not be a loss. It might be a issue where they must think through. You need to think through how. Because ke try to have 3,000 a ke feng ke ha go setse ha le feditse go reka
nna ke nagana gore ke re feditse go reka gape re dirisitse ele e be sa re boele be re feditsa re dirile that amount but ke go tle 150 ha di etse that amount 3,000.
That's after le rekile gape le
ke ra gore ke nyane yona ke go dile a ke re tla be re ne rekile dijo re rekisitse go tse 150 that amount ke nyane.
It's less than 3,000.
3,000
in yen.
Yeah,
you make more.
Yeah, we make more. If more in yen.
Oh, so it could be misrepresentation.
Yeah. Ka hore ke nahana hore eo ke o di khotse Kenya
70
But if Nelirana at a loss, you wouldn't be able to still have the kuhwana because cheleta na o restock ya o reka material king
dijo
dust
engage
7,000 again ke spending for a go dijo
the first time around
7,000
300
for the khotse
150
I will direct sa okay
55 rand
ke loso
Kenya di khotse tseo
55 rand
ka 55 ke
8,250 bona ba sa 7,000 so aba gain that much business ya go ke loso fe unless once di reka di godile
and then tseo 150 tseo ne re tabe re di rekile ka 4,050 rand
ha di godile
before re di rekisa
isn't ha di tsenyana ka ntwe
ange o khona ne ntse re ka tsona tse shetse dile
di godile
se di godile
and then dijo tsa teng e be tsa bokae until di rekiwe ke ra expense a ke re di reka ka 4,000 santse di godile di haufi le rekisi then le reka dijo ke
fa ba ntse a ke tlhaloganya re mona gore di di bags tse ba gore di tse 15 di bags tse 15
beke wane ke bka king ke so dust
ya mofatse
ira mmetse so
why
let's so dust why let's so dust
so dust ba re gore di di khone go nna sharp ba di tshela so dust mofatse
ke mmetse so go be comfortable
di ne comfortable
no
go tsama go
no
di tsaba people di go
di tsaba people di tsaba bolo
so how
fisa ni ya gasha
oh na ulo thata dia
so eno ka mo phela go fisa di tswa o reng
go tshwanetse le calculations pila before le wela go business le go because ga re ke loss of
if or maybe not loss but profited in Kenya
profit na thing but
and maybe because happen le hore ha le sena tšhelete la berekisa tšhelete so
you don't see la go petrol ka yona like now
e mara ke tshwanetse document so mo di go kwetsa gore petrol se 150 e tswa ma dikgo then di record di khona go
wa le profit ya ro
at least di so
yona ya re thusa mo jang